show to remember. Take over, start to boogie down. Make over, nothing's gonna take away. My life was over when it started with that shoe that felt like walking. I'm getting games over. You actually thought that you can get away with skeletons in your closet. Don't think so. We can't reveal the truth up to the public. With your hands up, time to surrender. Take over, start to put it down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way my life was over when it started with that shoot of the white marketing ice paintings over. We do not live by your rules, dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game, serving you right. Say your prayers now. Take over, start to put it down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way my life was over when you started with that shoot of white marketing ice paintings over. Take over, start to put it down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way my life was over when you started with that shoot of white marketing ice paintings over. We're rolling deep into your underground grave. Notice and prior notice. Call for you. We wanna make this party you don't wanna skip. Gonna be a show to remember. Take over, start to put it down. Make over, nothing's gonna fit the way my life was over when it started with that shoe that felt like walking. I'm getting names over. You actually thought that you can get away with skeletons in your closet. Don't think so. We can't reveal the truth up to the public. With your hands up, time to surrender. Take over, start to put it down. Make over, stop.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Oh, wait. My computer's dying. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to some more Persona 5 Royal. I may have had the background music playing in the background while I was playing other music, so that probably sounded terrible, and I do apologize, but at the same time, I apologize. I don't know where I was going with that. Last time we left off, we finished all of the free time until we're gonna get arrested today. And hopefully take down Sai, but we'll have to wait and see. But before we start the game, I did just want to point out, it's finally here, guys. Final Fantasy VII, it arrived today. So we're gonna be starting that next week. But for now, we're gonna face Sai's shadow and then get arrested. And then it's gonna be an hour of plot, so I hope you're ready. Is there anything I can do?
Oh.
Oh wait, I don't need to do anything anymore. because I have maxed out stats. What can I do? How do I make curry? I forget. I think it's probably just in here, right?
Oh.
Is it back here? Curry pot? Oh, I have to open the fridge, right?
Hey, hey.
Making curry will cause time to pass, but you can make a special curry that restores SP.
I see.
Let's make some curry.
Yeah, make sure your clothes
I'm
on.
about to head home, but be careful with the stove, alright? Oh, I'm really dark on this. Holy crap. Sorry, I don't have any lights set up. Things are going well so far. This curry sure has a lot of ingredients, doesn't it? Did I see you put fruit in there?
Let me explain.
Let me explain. Grated fruit is frequently used as a secret ingredient in curry. The hint of sweetness makes for a subtle, delectable flavor. Apples are recommended due to their fibers. Stewing the apple will bring out sweetness, balancing the spice of the curry. Huh, I never knew apples would go so well with spice curry. You throw it all together with such gusto. Could it be that the secret ingredient is confidence? Ugh, I already have max everything. Nice, the curry's smelling good. This'll definitely be a hit.
Yes! Alright.
You look awfully proud of yourself. That recipe sure has some love and care behind it. Try eating it in the metaverse. Maybe it'll heal your wounds. Master Curry. You're given the chance to learn how to make curry, so don't let it go to waste. Okay.
Well then.
Got a big day tomorrow. Gonna get arrested, boys. Let's go. And then get tons and tons of drugs put into me. Because the police in Japan aren't cool. Oh, I always forget they do that. Every time.
The day has come. Are you all prepared?
What of the calling card, Makoto?
I showed it to Sis. She took it from my very own hands. Makoto.
I understand how you feel, but you mustn't be so downtrodden.
Yeah, if we screw this up, we're done for. It's way more than losing the place we belong. We could even lose our lives here, you know.
It'll be all right. I want to save my sister, no matter what.
Oh, we're getting the vocal version this time.
Is everyone decided? All's well that ends well. So much has happened since we first started. You guys have become quite the reliable team. All right, Joker. This is the Phantom Thieves' final heist. Give us the signal.
Let's do this.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. Oh, this song is so good. Oh, by the way, I started rewatching some of the anime. I don't know why. I just watched it, right? After Madarame, I was like, wow, this is actually a lot better than I remembered. And then I got to the Kaneshiro arc, and then I was like, oh, right. It's terrible. Is there the high limit floor? Yeah. Our only objective is the treasure. Yeah, I know, Morgana. All our lives won't change. And our voices ring out loud. Took the mask off, but feel free. Fire out in the free. It's gone. Huh? Where's the treasure? It seems you came just as I had planned. As she planned? No. There's a treasure put on display to lure us here. So that's why you could faintly see its shape. First off, allow me to compliment you. I never expected you'd be able to make it this far. We'd much rather have the treasure than your words of praise. Where did you hide it? Sorry, my kid voice still isn't 100%. It takes me a while to warm up into it. It's weird. Come, we shall put an end to this once and for all. It seems as though she wants us to pursue her. Damn it, she's mocking us. Let's go after her.
Somewhere.
Oh, dangerous, not fake as.
Do you have
The
a moment?
elevator will likely take us to ZachSongZ's location. Is everyone ready to go? We haven't even done anything.
Yes!
Oh boy.
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win, no matter what.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
All we need to do to determine who is right is battle.
If you say so. Time for a boss fight.
Now, why don't we begin?
What? Whoa!
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more
Audio
coins or
cut out. That
playing
was kinda funny.
games. We ain't following your damn rules.
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
Oh,
What was that?
I don't know. What
Now
was that?
come at me.
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert.
May the best player win.
The one thing I will
All
say,
right, let's do it.
the anime used the Persona 5 dancing remix of this song, and it sounds so good.
Persona.
Persona!
There.
Eat this. That barely did any damage. What the heck?
Persona.
Megaton Raid.
Persona, feel my
going on?
rage.
This is my other self.
Am I missing something?
May the best player win.
Oh god. Oh, it's the Bet SP that sucks the most. Right, I remember now.
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be our lives. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must follow the rules.
Oh, I remember
We
this
already
fight now.
told you. There's no way we're gonna follow your rules anymore.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people will just face the penalty.
Super move. Ultra charge.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
Here, let's make an example of you.
Ah, so you've broken the rules. In that case, it's time you be penalized. Cheaters get punished.
Soul's in trouble. What? This is the penalty?
Those who cannot follow rules are not to be tolerated. That is simply how society operates.
Are you okay?
Let's,
Keep an eye on your health.
Heal up.
Much thanks.
Sorry.
Oh my god, that barely healed him at all.
You will predict which pocket the ball will fall into. Now, the time has come for our first round. Choose where you will place your bet.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, she'd just ignore us. We should go along with the game for now, and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
I agree.
Predict which pocket the ball will fall into.
Well, how will you bet?
What should I bet? A risky high return bet. 25 to 36, here we go.
Have you made your decision? Then let's see the results.
But you see there's a last panel there. Oh,
Skull's in trouble! We lost. Have you figured anything out, Joker?
I most certainly have.
How is she doing it?
There's a glass lid.
See, you're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split second there.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out of it. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna be the sniper.
We don't want to let her keep scamming us, right?
Yes.
I can go.
As long as I get close.
I'm going to go? All right, I'm going.
I choose you, Fox.
May the best player win.
Bet money. No, not my money.
The stuff displayed on the monitor changed. That must mean the betting changes every time. Persona!
Let's go.
Ryuji. Nice.
The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to wait for the next roulette spin.
Very well, time to make your bet. Well,
All right. Let's a risky high rewards bet. 13 through 24 this time.
hopefully your prediction will be correct this time.
Yeah! Boom.
What?
Joker!
Oh, and another thing about the anime, the all-out attack looks so
what was that
terrible.
about fair and square? You were totally cheating.
Joker looks so creepy when he does his thing. They should have just used the games. Like, would anyone have even cared? I know it's a 3D model, but heck, half the show is CGI anyway, so.
You coward! What are you so quiet for? Say something!
Shut up! Shut up!
Here's where the real battle begins.
Sis?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! I am the law! I am everything! No one in this world deserves to win except for me! If you still dare to defy my justice, then prepare to be totally crushed!
This is my sister's true nature? No! We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker.
Okay. Oh,
Wait! The roulette panels!
this is new.
How about this?
I was wondering what the new thing for this fight would be.
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
down. One shot kill. Oh, this is actually doing damage now.
Persona!
I'm gonna use Mediarama real quick.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
I am thou.
Where are you gonna land? Where are you gonna land? I don't even know where it is. Sayo? Weak to Sayo, you say?
My justice has revealed to me. I must decimate these evil minds that defy me. Take this!
Oh.
He's on the ground!
Die on my
Down
blade!
there.
Ouch.
She might
Let's
be
go.
about to use psychokinesis.
Okay.
Hold
This
on.
one's strong. Be careful.
Come! What's good against psychokinesis? You're mine. Less? No.
Fox's health is really low. You have to be careful.
Eat this!
Nope.
She'll get yours. Make a persona!
Let's go.
I appreciate it.
Sorry!
Let's go.
Crocodile. Nope. God. Ayo.
Let's go.
What's usually good against, oh, so nuclear? I don't have any nuclear, that kind of sucks. How about Engadine? Oh, that barely did anything.
Persona!
One more Xeon guy.
Persona! Out of
How
our
about
way!
this? Boom. That's what I'm talking
This is my other self. Prepare yourself.
about. Dodge, evade. Oh.
Be careful now!
Ow.
Persona!
Do I have anybody with actual curse skills, or is it all my overpowered persona, so it is. Okay.
Something else.
Let's just do this. Yeah, it does about the exact same amount of damage.
Out of the way!
Get yours! Persona!
Persona!
Oh, you know what I can do? I didn't even think about. There we go.
This one.
Well, actually, I guess my control is actually doing even more. Man.
Don't just stand there. Damn.
I kind of forgot I got Richter.
He might not be able to land a hit.
I got a, no.
Rabbit snap.
Oh!
Whoa.
Yeah, let's just do a,
There we go.
speed thing.
Much thanks.
And then,
Get yours! Make him pay! Persona!
do that. And we'll use a,
I'll try this.
there you go.
Only victory matters. To guarantee it, you have to be willing to do anything. Doesn't might make right? No matter what happens here, I need to keep winning.
Sis, why?
Little punks.
Oh. One turn of everything doing a good amount of damage.
Persona.
And back to. Actually. Yeah.
Go down.
Oh, wait, what?
The opponent is strong. Don't
Oh,
do
never mind.
anything reckless.
Persona.
Persona! No holds barred!
How about? Curse. Nope. Oh, not almighty. Come on.
What in the world?
I'm right. I'm always right. That's why I have to be the victor. All who stand in my way will be crushed. Winning is all that matters.
Everyone,
Oh, I
are you
dodged.
okay? Focus
That's
on
cool,
the
I guess.
Here come the bus.
Here come the bus. Oh yeah, the awesome one.
Everyone's health is really low.
Come.
Can someone heal?
That's not
So
right.
new
The opponent
affinities.
is strong. Don't
Oh.
do anything reckless.
Oh, this actually kind of works out for the
Persona.
best.
One more and I'm done for. Okay.
Mediarama.
Thank you.
Didn't really
Let's
help
go.
with Fox, but we'll
I
take
landed.
it.
Die, die, die!
That was awesome.
Yo, that was really cool.
Rabbit snap. Weapon persona.
Persona!
Didn't even kill it this turn. Finish
This
it off,
is my other
Inari.
self.
Oh, so close.
I just need to win. As long as I can win. That's all that matters.
Sis.
Die, die, die! Hurry and die!
Okay, focus on healing up.
Goodbye.
That looks useful.
That's
well
really
done.
good, actually. Let's give it up to Maru. Iodine.
Hell yeah! A new move.
Now I'm even more charming.
Nah.
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to evils which can't be judged by.
I don't know what is going on with my game capture. It keeps falling way behind. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna reset it real quick. Just see if it helps at all by resetting it. I apologize. We got some dropped frames too. What the heck? Game capture? You gonna open like today? You good? Okay.
That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations, twisting the truth for personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
Just gonna do a little bit of testing. Okay, I'm like way ahead of the game. I don't know what is going on.
The investigation
Oh, because it keeps doing
will
that.
now be able to proceed.
What is going on?
This deal we made was a great experience for me. To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves.
Want to continue that?
By no means.
Oh my
This
god, dude. What is going on with this thing? It's just lagging so far behind.
That was part of our promise. You haven't forgotten, have you?
All right, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you all right?
I am.
Let's
Huh?
go. Sorry.
Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? The hell's going on?
Bop, 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 bop. I feel like I'm getting quieter.
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good.
We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on here?
There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something.
Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous.
I'll do it.
Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. But once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer.
Besides just chilling, like.
I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back.
We
Okay, I
still
think it's
haven't
gotten a little
fulfilled
bit
our
better.
deal, remember?
Even more are coming.
This truly is a painfully reluctant parting.
It seems we had best hurry.
We'll see you later.
I don't think I've ever heard the song go on that long. Oh. It's the beginning of the game again, boys.
There's someone here.
Come on in there a minute. Dude.
Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
Okay. Problem should be fixed, hopefully.
Good. Now get running!
This is our only chance.
Oh, you can see
Stay calm. You can get away
in
now.
the original, remember, they were like, oh, who are they? Or at the beginning of the game, but now you know
We'll
who they
retrieve
all
the
are.
briefcase on our end. What was that?
Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is!
Just run! Get out of there!
The enemy's focused.
Everyone remember where we're meeting up?
No worries.
I can guide you all. Sorry.
Stop right there!
You won't get away. Oh no.
Take him down, Joker!
Hey, I remember this part. Remember he pulls off the mask? Wait, I don't have our scent. Oh. That was one thing I actually meant to do, grab our scent, because I think you get a little bit of fame where he's like, or yeah, maybe he does it anyways, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Sup? I was in the tutorial, but
I am Arsene, another you that exists within. We meet once again.
I noticed you deleted me. Not super happy about that, but I mean, I'll take what I can get.
You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you.
Yes.
Power levels. No threat. Get him, Joker.
Something
Opponent
else.
is strong.
I don't
Don't
remember.
do anything
Are you
reckless.
actually? I don't know.
Ravage them!
How about, are you weak to light? How about that? Oh, you're just weak. And you killed yourself, you fool. Great job. Yo, I'm back.
Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Why don't you just tell me instead of being cryptic? Okay, bye. Thanks, Arsene.
Okay. Pull out before their backup gets here.
Where's my money and my experience? What the heck?
Good. You defeated them with ease.
Yeah, they were like level 2.
More of them? Be careful!
Oh yeah, this happened. What was that jump?
Joker, behind you! Go through that door!
Through this door I go.
You should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
Dude, can you even hear us?
Yeah, I can. I just don't talk. Sorry.
Don't worry. I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker!
Okay.
Wait a sec.
Oh wait.
I'm getting a weird reading heading your way.
Oh yeah, Kasumi appears, but why?
Come on, run!
How does she even know we're in this palace? Doesn't make any sense. Hold on a minute. Wait, I'm confused.
The intruder simply can't be found.
I wanted to read what Ryuji said, but I couldn't. Hey, stop!
I can't confirm the intruder's location.
What?
I can't stop. This is bad. Hi, Joker. You'll never get away if you keep fighting. Fight in the shadows. Okay. This was a tutorial, but like... Are you sure he came this way? Okay. Maybe he's this way.
All right.
Now's our chance. Oh. How many of them are there? Everything okay? The security level might rise if you take too much time. I know. I'm looking for another route. Just hang on. Oh, perfect timing. Joker, look up. Oh, wait. Was this in the original game? Grappling hook? It might have been. Or not the original game. Beginning of the game. Sorry. Ugh, mixing up my terms.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I remember this part now. Sorry. Because then you meet Kasumi here, I think. Right? She's like, yo, the Phantom Thieves
Joker, stop!
can't die here.
It's an enemy right near you.
You still have something to do.
Even you can't take on this many. Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too.
Oh, we never told them about Kasumi, right? I'm like, why don't we know? Oh yeah, it's Kasumi, that's why. Does she have a fake name yet? No, I don't think we ever gave her one because he joined the Phantom Thieves. How did you know we were in Sai's palace? That doesn't even make sense.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her. She's the weird reading I've been getting.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. You stabbed my friend! Wow, you're killing them while they're not even in their shadow forms. That's pretty impressive, actually.
My weak self relied on you so much.
Oh, never mind.
That ends today.
That's pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
Let's do this, senpai!
Oh, do I get the controller? Wait, I don't even remember this
Enemy
happening.
readings have decreased? That's...
Oh yeah, Morgana knows who it is. That makes so much more sense now.
It's been a while since we last fought side by side.
I mean, just a little bit, a month, but you know.
But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, senpai.
Sona, eat this. Oh, I guess I should have passed that to
Show them, Sondrion!
Oh, what? I don't get to control you? This is garbage. Let's do it. Yes! Wow, I feel like I'm not even playing the game.
That's the landing!
Get wrecked. Where's my experience and money?
I think that's the last of them.
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay?
I'm good.
Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now.
Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right?
Yeah, because that's what I said yesterday. I get it now. It all makes
Then
so much
I won't
more
stop
sense.
you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Oh, the promise.
You need to get out of there. Go, go, go!
That makes so much more sense now, because what did we promise? That we come back
All right,
alive?
let's do it.
That we come back? I don't know. But it makes more sense. Doesn't change the fact that I'm about to get arrested, but you know. Don't worry about it.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
That's okay. That's pretty extreme, don't you think? the men in black are after me. They think I'm an alien.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is.
The window?
After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there! There's nowhere to run!
Also, I like Joker in the game way better than I do what they made him in the anime. He's like not cocky at all, and I kind of don't like that.
See ya.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that?
I am amazing, I know. Oh, and stuck the landing. I don't know how any of that didn't cut me, but don't worry about it. Oh, that's
Enemies
not right.
here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there!
No problem. Climb up this ladder, and there'll be nothing waiting for me at the top, right? No shotguns or anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an AR, not a shotgun.
Still struggling. Suspect secured.
Why did every police officer have to go,
Didn't
all right.
expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this.
Oh no.
You were sold out.
Kyle Abear is arresting me. Madarame?
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
No. P5, like, oh, and that, does that say Atlas? I never realized that. That's kind of funny, actually. Saving is highly suggested as soon as the story will progress greatly soon. Would you like to save? All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. You know, it's only been 49 minutes. No, I'm joking. That's funny. After I did a 4-hour stream yesterday, you think random. It's funny. Wait, I saw this already. Can I skip? No.
Guess the drug was too strong.
Yeah, I remember this.
Wake him up.
Oh.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you?
Although I guess Sai never heard this
Give it
part.
up.
It makes sense. And then he kicked
Come
me.
on, cooperate.
And then he stepped on my head.
What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera?
I can't even make these choices. I already made them.
Thinking it can be used as video evidence?
What? Am I changing history? What if I say something different? Of course not.
So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need.
I was hoping if I agreed with you, you wouldn't bash my head, but alright, that's fine.
Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah?
Hey, that was Black Mass. That wasn't us, alright?
Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty fun, actually.
You should know your place.
Where is this place? I'm in a jail. I know that much.
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
What if I change my name now? Now my name is Ren Amamiya. Is it Ren? Is it Akira? Or does the player
Don't
just
expect to
kinda
walk out
make
of
it
here in
up?
one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
I feel like getting drugged this badly, I'm already paying for my actions. But you know, whatever floats your boat, dude. Ah, I was like, yo, they're really gonna let me rename him? But I remembered that. Okay, and that's the story. Then I think I got punched around a bit more, and then you showed up. Oh, okay. I had 5 minutes. How long have we been in here? Oh, Wait. And then you showed up. Wait, how do you know this
Excuse
part?
me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
It sounded like he switched voices.
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor sign Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
Okay, it'll only take 75 hours.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Only 75 hours.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
We were gonna make it 140 hours, but we cut it in half, so only 70. Is that cool?
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Bum 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 bum. Wait, how'd you know that part? You weren't even there for it. What?
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
Congrats, you got arrested. Wait, what? I thought I was supposed to be rehabilitated. What was it? What?
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Congratulations, you are no longer living a flashback.
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Remember who betrayed you?
The evil
Me?
influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
Oh no.
If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies.
Wow, that sounds almost exactly like what the butterfly told me to do.
And grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Okay. Alright, don't say anything, Igor, that's fine. Yeah, yo, whatever, go die, I don't really care.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here.
Casino of Jealousy... bankrupted.
What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
I know.
I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes.
Has that phone always been on the table?
There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
What do you want?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you.
Well, it sounds like the change of heart didn't work very well then.
Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now.
Oh yeah, I guess I never took the thing out of her world, huh? So yeah, it did fail.
You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto.
Who?
One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki.
Who?
Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa.
Who?
The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura.
Never heard of her.
And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima.
Okay, well I've already kind of admitted to that one, so...
Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
You missed one. Never heard of them.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question.
Fun fact, if you sell out your friends, you get the bad ending.
I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves.
Maybe we were just that good.
Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not?
Sai, we're going up against a group who causes mental shutdowns to people they don't like. I don't think the death penalty is what I should be worrying about right now.
Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi.
I know him.
There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Oh, that's interesting. No matter what you say, you can't say yes. Not Akechi.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well.
Not really.
So
He
be it.
blackmailed us.
You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
I don't know a thing. You just told
Even
me 80
now,
hours.
you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
Goes against justice.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Wait a minute. Justice. Pancakes. Saving others.
Saving others? What an awfully simple response.
Well, it's literally what we do. What do you want from me?
You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
Wait, the drug's starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then.
Oh, it's time.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
The pancakes!
No way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey.
Remember that scene I was talking about? In episode, what was it, 8? 8 or 9? No, I think it was episode 8, called Delicious Pancakes. Do you remember who said the phrase, delicious pancakes? Well, that would have happened to be Morgana. And what did Akechi say exactly? Delicious pancakes. Which he would not have been able to hear if he hadn't been to the metaverse before that point. So, when he said, oh, I just got in there in September, he was lying.
Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
You're giving up?
Huh?
Gennady?
What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right. If I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up.
What are you, Navi?
We're done talking here.
Listen!
Goodbye.
Why did you come here?
Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you.
Did you just say you were leaving a second ago?
There's something that's been bothering me for some time now.
Whose phone is this?
Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. Pancakes. That's right. There's something I need to do. Eat.
My suspicions
pancakes.
were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
You do it, Morgana. All right.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong?
The phone.
Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I want to make a deal with you.
Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Didn't Makoto and the others tell you? You need to show your phone to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Oh God, just say his name!
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the traitor.
The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
There we go. Now.
Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple.
I like how they say young man's voice as if Robbie Damon isn't the most recognizable voice in this game. That's obviously a catchy.
And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
I already told you.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it.
I don't even remember.
But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I did the nod at the same time as him. I feel as if Sai finally understands me.
I am thou.
What? Wait, what?
Thy vow hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment.
Wait, what? Nani? Were you at like rank 6? What happened? Cooperate his comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. Now you Satan. I guess he is the most powerful judge. Well, God would be. I don't know.
I'll be going now.
Take the phone.
What good will this do, though?
You'll just wait and see. Also, I saw that prosecutor's badge. I like that. Oh, there he is. God, the dirty traitor.
Why are you here?
Pancake boy.
Why do you seem so surprised?
I was just on my way to have some delicious pancakes. I mean, not go to Akira's cell.
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes?
You see what I mean? Back when I said last episode that, you know, when he exclaimed how much he hated us, that was his true self.
Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
That's kind of what I was talking about.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
For real?
My God. You're...
Okay, we just saw that literally
Is there
5
a
seconds
problem?
ago.
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me?
Ah.
What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Oh,
Foolish woman.
there it is. His true face.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Would it help if I said I'm sorry?
No.
Why would you do that? What did he do to you?
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Well, we got the bad ending, guys. And I'm dead. Oh, that was painful. Ugh. Well, that's the end of the game, guys. That's how they end the anime, which is pretty messed up.
Hmm?
But then there's two specials after that. God, look at that light Yagami smile of his. I'm just expecting him to do the you know, going to the full Kira laugh. And I died. Look at him walking. So intimidating.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
And there it is, confirmation. The person Akechi is working for is Shido, the politician, who's also the guy we punched in the face. Although the anime made it look like I just pushed him, and then he fell on the ground. I thought I slugged him, but...
I've told you not to call me by name.
You idiot, you ruined the twist. This was the twist.
Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
The cat who messed you up, Akechi.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Anime reaction noises.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to...
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of us.
We just saw that!
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
Hey, Jim, why are you leaving? Aren't you still on shift? Oh, okay. Goodbye, Jim.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who's...
Can I get you to look over here?
I said Anne.
I'm sorry.
Nobody, seriously,
So he got caught.
Nobody corrected that?
That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking.
It's not a big
How
deal.
about
It's
we
just like,
have you do an
really?
idle thing, you know?
Nobody said,
That
hey,
cool?
it's not Anne, it's on.
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor. But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets
Alibaba.
have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
That's also Robbie Damon.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
Yes. Oh. Did I die? Igor, am I dead? I don't know.
It would seem as though you have been killed.
Aw, man. Can you revive me? Yeah, bro, I got Phoenix down. Don't worry about it.
But why were you killed?
I don't know.
Why did you have to die?
I don't know.
Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Let's go. Oh, I got brain jacked. The first time I sensed something was off. That's right. It was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then.
Oh, right. I said more after that. I forgot.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody say something about
There's no
delicious
way
pancakes?
he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
You can't trust him.
My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
Let's do some research.
Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Accidentally added Kenji to the chat. Oh! Delete all messages.
There's something else we want you to look into.
Oh, right. Morgana did say something after that. I forgot.
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it, Futaba.
I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Oh, or not. Futaba's gonna do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be
She just
fun.
whispered, I'm gonna do something. I can't wait. Sorry. I mean, just kidding.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember.
Oh.
This game is not over yet.
I'm not-
There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Hey, guess what? I lived. Never even had a bullet in my head to begin with. Oh, get wrecked, Akechi. Would you like to save your current progress? Oh, no, I'm good. Do do do. Just like a Kensington said. Heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way! I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. That's what you think. I'm exhausted. Feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
I am.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to go.
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
There it is, boys.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
I'm alive and I don't have any bruises.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
I mean, ghostly.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
He's just too busy laughing. I've killed him, and now I can eat all the pancakes that I want.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Delicious pancakes, delicious pancakes. In case you're wondering what's the meme with him and pancakes, it's because if he didn't mention the delicious pancakes, he never would have revealed that he was the traitor. Oh, I feel so good. I don't have to hold back
Mona
anymore.
was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
We got lucky.
That said, We weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
I mean, apps only take like 30 seconds to download, I'm sure.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
Pretty crazy stuff.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
Now, the only thing I'm still a little confused about is how did Akechi leave the cognitive world without realizing it? Was it the app on his phone? Oh, it was the app on his phone, wasn't it? Sorry. Okay,
And that's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Not until we got to school.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi.
No, I'm his rival. He hates me. Don't take my only spot from him. Guys, we still have 2 ranks left with Akechi. Dude, this is gonna be so awkward. So, remember that time you tried to kill me? Oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I? What if I try to do it again? Puts on the black mask.
But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
Now look, I'm not gonna defend Akechi or anything like that. That's a little ridiculous. Obviously, he's going around murdering people. But all I'm saying is, in terms of Okumura, Akechi did nothing wrong.
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
He probably saw the boss fight and he was like, oh, he needs to die after that. I'm hurting, and I didn't even participate in it.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room.
Very important.
Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without a catchy knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
Sorry, I don't know if this fell behind. I don't think it did, but just in case.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse.
Are we gonna talk about Kasumi, by the way? Somebody's gotta be like, oh, that wasn't really part of our plan, but I guess it worked out.
Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this.
You've been interrogating me with... Wait. I had been talking to you with no knowledge of this. I had been talking to you and I didn't have any knowledge of this. Seriously, I forgot everything.
But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used his laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious.
Look at that evil
It must have been
smile.
truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room.
I smirked.
Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
Oh, come on. You know I was doing more than that. I was
So
dancing.
that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I'm just glad I didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
You know, some people say Sai should be able to hear Morgana because she was in the metaverse for a period of time. But my argument, there's two sides you can go to this argument with. So one, it could be you need a persona to hear Morgana. Oh no, that's not true because Ryuji heard it before he got a persona. But I don't know, at the same time, Ryuji was always like destined to get a persona from Igor, right? So, and Sai wasn't. So I don't know. It could, you know, one of the reasons actually could be Igor just decides who hears Morgana. But I think the main thing is you need prolonged exposure in the metaverse, not 5 seconds, you know? The anime made it very clear that Ren, you know, I'm talking anime, don't worry, I still think Akira is a better name, but in the anime it's Ren. Ren and Ryuji were in there for at least a couple hours before they met Morgana. Whereas Sai was in it for a couple minutes. So, yeah. Just my
That's
two
the other
cents.
reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Oh, because that was the access point. Oh! I get it now. Okay. That's why when Akechi left, he went back into the real world. I get it. I don't know if I fully understood that when I played this game. Well, I must have understood it at the time, but I kind of forgot about it.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It was a breeze.
How tough are you?
I'm just putting on an act. It actually really hurt.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
That was like 2 days.
Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
Oh, the summary of the story has been updated. Shida. Akira Kurusu.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, You've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Those evil guys.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido.
Sorry I'm not talking a whole bunch, by the way. It's just, I'm absorbing the story, you know? I'm letting it speak for itself.
The moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The giant building.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
That is actually really... wow.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
Oh yeah, she knows I'm a fan of Thief, by the way.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicion should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own.
I know they gotta give some exposition somehow, but why are these dudes just talking about this out in the open randomly? Like, they're reflecting, but at the same time, like, why?
The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Very interesting.
Well,
Looks like
how do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
She's right. Take it easy for today. Woo!
I should write something.
Well, that was a whole lot of plot. And are you ready for some more? Let's ask Futaba a little bit about how that plan actually worked.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
How so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh? It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan.
Oh, we never brought up Kasumi, by the way.
Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
Definitely.
Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7. The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more?
I do.
Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sai, Nijima, and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated, as in, the hall where they met. Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sai Nijima. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room, but nothing can be sent to a phone inside a palace. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. In doing so, I made it seem like the messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Wanna hear some more?
Yes, please.
Let me see. Another problematic thing was... Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough.
What?
I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan. The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's cognitive Akechi. This part's really complicated. I know you're tired. You sure you want to hear all of this now?
Definitely.
Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sai Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version. But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sai Nijima in the hallway, right? Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi. And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night. Then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated. It was Operation Tie Him Up. Though it wasn't really much of an operation in the end. Thankfully, Sai Nijima didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out, and tossing him on another floor. But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, appreciate what everyone else did. I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done.
Akira. Cool. Anything else?
Oh, you want to hear it
Not now.
What? He's tired.
I'm just saying. Don't worry.
Sorry.
So.
Oh, by the way, police reporting your death is going to show up at your school. No need to worry. It seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me, even. They haven't even said anything to me, even. Okay, I guess that makes sense. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine. And
how do I put this?
I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you are a Phantom Thief. They really can't go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. Alright.
I should write something.
Let's go to bed, boys. Hiding both faces.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess I'll head home. Go to bed, alright? Good night.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Oh my god.
Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace. She picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
It was Kasumi.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now.
Should I text her right now?
I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Oh, are you gonna give her like a thank you card or something? The Phantom Thieves thank you card. Thanks for helping. BT dubs, I'm not dead. Apparently Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. I hope they catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. He really is amazing. Yes, I am. Okay.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win. Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Why is this chugging? What the heck? The game is chugging. It's not game capture. Look at that. That's like going to 30.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track, especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
Oh, a million people are gonna be like, you know, I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? I am, thanks. You're alive! The news was reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe, don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Aw, that was really sweet. Is it true the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How can the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down! You're in class. Break's been over for some time now. I swear, like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. Receive word that Kudusu's family is... I've received word from Kudusu's family that'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the questions when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. Hey, you don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customer's gonna be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try and think of the key word once the chief's curry is energized to you. What about, are we gonna thank Kasumi or not? I feel bad. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? Wouldn't it be funny if Akechi was accidentally caught in this conversation? What are you guys talking about? I tried all sort of stuff, but no luck so far. It's hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all these mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say that Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unforgivable. Supposedly, there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Sayashi Shido. How many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Akira-kun to join. But would that be okay? Will somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Akira-kun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, we'll meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
That's the
You
plan.
going out? You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunt. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier?
Huh?
Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he's also won a contest for people who would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's sure to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
What's with all the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out.
I should write something.
I'm assuming I can't do anything, right? Might be a dumb question. Oh. Well, I guess I'll train. Got nothing else to do. I can make some infiltration tools, actually. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it makes
Hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
Nice. Well then.
That should put an end to the case. It's just like Shido-san said. We can't go wrong leaving things to Masayoshi Shido. Shido-san's gonna be in this election too, right? Politicians like him are promising. You're promising. Get wrecked. He went down easy. Mita LeBlanc. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but I'm still worried about you, so please let me know. Everything's okay. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you're unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. I'm still alive. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at my clinic if you need any medicine. Nothing but Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody's figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
Conditions have not been met.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
I love you, Ryuji.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Oh.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
It sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! And by the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded.
We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope.
Shido, isn't that Shido? He's here. Where is he? Whoa, it's amazing. Let's go check it out.
So our children who carry the burden of the next generations can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
That sounds like a Adachi laughing there.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future.
Together,
I
sir.
hope to continue serving you all.
Yeah. Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid, you don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show.
Get lost, kid.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
This man, there's no mistake. He's the same one. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
It's definitely him.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person. He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
Stepping stools? Why not stepping stones?
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
Game's getting good, man. I mean, it's been good. The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if everyone else is wearing their school uniform. Might be a good idea to wear a uniform when you head out.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Train.
Oh, you want to do it? Okay.
Let's do it.
Yes! Nice going!
Protein. Moist protein. I don't remember what imported protein is. That might, well, actually, hold on. That might be the best one. Yeah, I think this is the best, right?
Now, let's carry out our plan.
Let's begin your recount.
Okay.
Alright, you can do this. Clear your mind and focus on your center. Don't give up. Push past your limits. Yeah, like somebody who's never worked out before be able to do pull-ups that easily. Well, I don't know, I guess it depends, but probably not. Hey, you, right? You haven't built that much muscle yet, so don't push yourself too hard.
Nice going!
See if you gain some strength.
All right.
Max increased by 5.
All right.
Oh yeah!
Well then.
Time to go to sleep. Seems like there'll be a higher voter turnout this election. It'll totally be an easy win for Shido-kun. He really got famous from all that Phantom Thieves business. He's on track to become Prime Minister. Guess I should be on Shido's side. Shido, he's on the run. Shido, he's number 1. Shido, he's coming fast, so watch out for Shido X. I've been paying attention to the news lately. Are you proud of me? Don't you leave it on there hoping that Kechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. I think Masashi Shido is even more amazing, though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in. Oh, I know Shido's on too. So like he really wants to improve this country. Don't you see they're being lied to? We have to do something. It's not true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died, right? Everything's fine. Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. I gotta rank up with him a bit more, too. The Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering how you're doing. Are you going to give up without accomplishing your goal? No problems here. So you're okay. That's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help, my comrade. Feels pretty weird seeing you here on a weekday. You're taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk. Sheesh, you're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay? We have to do something about the keyword for sure this time.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
Is it a ship? Yes.
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Akira. Deformed Mickey Mouse
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
Oh, this part's pretty cool. I forgot.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh?
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
Pretty crazy.
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Let's go.
All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
If our clothes aren't changing, I guess he don't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, shouldn't Akira have been disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we don't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's steal it.
I should write something.
Oh, I forgot how good this song was, too.
I have something.
Ba, 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 da, da, da.
Indeed.
Sayo Shishida's palace. Shido's. I wonder what awaits us within. Well, let's go find out. It's time to begin our infiltration.
Whoa.
I understand why you might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks? You think they're trying to be phantom thieves, like Noir was with that beauty thief stuff? That's quite enough.
It looks like.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even look like people.
Listen up.
Alright, see it.
Who are you? Don't think you talk to... Okay. Joker, an enemy. Oh, it's attacking us all these people around? Oh, look at that.
Persona! Go down!
Less. Nope. Dodge.
Fire!
Ow.
Queen's burning! We gotta put it out! Awaiting orders. Time to use this.
I am thou.
Oh, there it is.
You did it, Fox.
Lend me your power.
We can't talk right now.
Alright, then let's kill it.
There's that force!
Oh, very close.
Persona!
Goodbye.
Huh? Skull, what are you doing?
Goodbye.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
What is with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is.
Focus.
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's fun.
Show me your true form.
Look at you.
Now just don't lose.
Oh my god, I did a lot.
Good work, Queen.
Losers.
Okay,
Well, that was
let's
easy.
move on.
Okay.
That easy, huh? I can tell by your face.
Somewhere.
It's somewhere. Oh yeah, fear file. Oh, he disappeared. Alright.
Hey.
I can see it.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, you again, huh?
One
Not bad.
Everyone, do your best.
Persona! Ravage them!
Oops.
Good
Losers.
work,
I actually wanted
everyone.
to capture it, but I guess that's not happening. Well,
Okay.
I don't need to as much because I've already finished the
I could have handled that myself.
twins link. I'm hearing the bark barks.
Show me your true form.
Watch out. We're evenly matched here. Just don't
Persona!
let your guard
Go down!
How about this? Ah,
I can do this, you know.
finish him off, Yusuke.
Got it. Let's go. One turtle left.
Sometimes you just
Okay.
want it. Persona!
I just...
You oppose us! Finish it!
Persona!
You did it, Fox.
Just stay there!
This one's so angry. I think it won't have any patience for niceties.
Yes! I am the Cerberus. Oh god.
That's a new one,
I should
isn't it?
delete some of these, actually.
All right.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Hold on.
true form.
Oh, look at that anime poster of Shido in the background.
Persona!
Beat him up! Persona! Prepare yourself!
Nope.
Still fight!
Let's go. Prepare yourself.
Nope.
An enemy frozen, but
Fuzzy
Shivers
on gun.
went strike!
What are you doing to me?
Lend me your power.
Indeed.
Yes.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Oh,
I
cool.
can feel it. It's somewhere.
Treasure chest.
Focus.
Why don't we open it?
But first,
I can feel it. See it. I'll reveal your true form.
We got the advantage. Rush this.
It's time.
do I have?
This isn't it.
You don't have any skills that'll hit his weak spot.
I am thou. Crush them, Kamususano! Die.
You did it, Fox.
Everyone, with me!
Beat him up!
Persona! Goodbye.
Skull!
Oh my god, dude.
Queen's in danger!
All according to plan.
Okay, let's move on.
According to plan.
Okay. Focus. See it.
Sense the treasure's presence. It's that way. Let's go, guys.
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote, one in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed. So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
We'll have to pretend.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That's dangerous.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Looks like everyone's taken off to go gather intel. There's no doubt. I can sense the treasure behind this door. Looks like we've already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others.
Focus.
This one of the VIPs used to belong to nobility. Yes, that must be why he can enter that sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen either. But why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside? Well, he must like it there for some reason, but I don't think it's the swimming.
Hey!
Down this door is the VIP area, and the main assembly hall is a sacred place. Looks like we can't get in unless Shido accepts us. Garnet, one of my favorite characters in the Steam universe. Oh, you the elegance and refinement so sorely lacking the ordinary citizenry. My, such flattery, a high-class ornaments from you as well. So you noticed? No, certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try and talk to them. Do they look like that much because I don't got any money? Or is it because of the skull mask or something? Yeah, I'm gonna let you deal with that.
Is there a safe room nearby?
Aha. Yeah, okay.
Huh? Oh, a trick.
Hey, Nirvana. I love that band. You're some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers, Joker. But I'll do it. I'm gonna avenge my mom.
Focus.
I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remain silent or spoke in during simple pleasantries during father's business relations. My, even Mr. O is a VIP. I just saw him in a restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. I'm quite envious. I wonder if there's a way I can get to know him better myself. If you wish. People speak so casually about the mental shutdown business makes my head spin. But it seems as though we need certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden. He's a shadow. Causing commotion might ruin our ability to gather intel. Let's leave it alone for now.
Focus.
So, that is the president of their TV station? Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite the large circle of acquaintances. It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered VIP. I'm truly envious. Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention.
Indeed.
Because these people all want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. By the way, I've gained some information on the VIPs, which we'll discuss later.
Joker.
There's something I've noticed too. I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Why don't we check it out? Ah. Just as I thought.
Nice.
We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Let's take it with us.
Well then.
We've gathered a good amount of info. You might want to regroup and go over it all now. How did it go for all of you? How did it go for all of you? Not great, but not bad either.
Well,
So able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us have gained for now. Well, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Right here.
Whoa!
Ooh, it's close. Perfect. Let's go over right until there. Joker, we're gonna head over to the safe room so we can like discuss and stuff. Yeah, you got it.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too. But talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. All right. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
Sorry, I haven't seen for a while. So we gotta get a letter of introduction for the 5 VIPs. And those letters become the key cards?
You're right.
Exactly. Let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel,
It seems...
one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Oe. He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility. They said he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. It seems the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. Crap, I'm starting to forget people already.
Hey, listen!
Next is my turn. For real? Even you got info? Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly one of the VIP is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up!
Well then, I'll close this out. How the hell you'd get info with your looks? It seems like some guy they call the cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner? I wonder what they mean by that. Well, wait a minute. After all the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner? Is he really a VIP? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information. Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle. You're right. I'll do my best. But there's a bigger problem, you know? My memory's, not so great. Anyways, who was who?
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
My memory is pristine.
Really? Wow! We're up against 5 people. The politician Oe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards, but only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive. You go, genius.
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. All right, let's get this done quickly.
You know, I'm curious to try something. There's gonna be some live editing. Sorry. Can I select? No, I probably can't select both. That, and can I select both of these? Oh, not trying to move the background, that's my bad. If I do, well, actually, hold on, keep that there for a second. Sorry, sometimes I think the game's a little small, so. good? Okay. I made the game a little bit bigger. I think that just looks a little bit better. What if I did... whoa. Oh, I forgot I have the alerts there. Move those there. Although the alerts don't really matter because I'm not using Twitch anymore. Okay, did some live editing, but that looks decent, right? I really just want to make the game bigger. All right.
Hey.
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Should we head home? Huh? You want to go back already? There are people in here with special letters. That means Shidos trust them to a certain extent. Best to consider them as powerful individuals. We do not want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here.
Well,
I guess we do have a little time to spare. Well then, let's head back for today.
okay.
Return to the real world. Now return to the real world from Shido's Palace. Thank you for your hard work. Why didn't we do the breakout?
Yo.
Oh, you're back. So this is it, huh? For Futaba, too. Thanks. Do what you need to. I'll try to help any way I can. Just don't get reckless, got it? The palace is an accurate portrayal of Shido's nature. What do you mean? I have to agree. I'm sure he's quite used to traveling, especially on extravagant ships. And it should be obvious that he's not using his own money for it. There are all sorts of rumors online. Oh, I get it. He's using tax money? Not cool, Shido. I think he believes that which belongs to others in turn belongs to him, even in people's lives. That is correct. This country will be a miserable place if Shido becomes prime minister. Let's change his heart. Right. We gotta pay him back for what he did to Akira too.
Let's do it.
Hey!
Alright. I was just curious. Please don't take off my mask.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, fine.
Now then.
Our enemies know all about the cognitive world. Their guard is down, but we should be careful.
It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec, just hear me out. I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace. We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his.
It's gone Indian.
I really get it now. I want to avenge you, that's a no-brainer. But that's not it. If we let him run the country, the weak will be totally effed. Isn't it our duty to protect them?
Protect them till the end.
Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring? Well, forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler. Hey, once we change Shido's heart... no, never mind. Forget it.
If he admits everything, that means I'm gonna have to go back home.
Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Thanks for listening to me. See ya.
Please don't take off my mask. My place to hide.
Whew. Yeah, approval rating is not going very well, huh? Campaign season has begun. I bet it'll be an overwhelming victory for Representative Shido. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna vote for him. Maybe I'll actually vote this time. There aren't many politicians who are like Shido-san.
Hey!
It's almost time. Were you able to sleep last night? Not really. I guess it must be hard even for you. Now that we know who's behind it all, we can't get hasty. Rushing will just make us sloppy. But geez, it's been getting cold lately. We might freeze to death before he can change his heart. Let's look to see if we can find anything to help us get warm. A heater, huh? Oh, this is good. It's so warm.
Hey!
Once we take care of Shido... What's wrong? Huh? Well, I was just thinking this might be the last job for the Phantom Thieves. Everyone's goals and ambitions, they're all linked to taking Shido down. That's how I feel. We all became Phantom Thieves for our own reasons. We weren't just playing around. Outside of the Phantom Thieves, you also have friends who've been helping you. They believe in you. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we only made it all this way because of them. There's no guarantee we'll make it out of this. See them as much as you can so you have no regrets. Don't jinx us by saying that. You're right. Then again, you didn't die even though you were killed, right? The others are tough too. Akira, I'm with you, all the way to the end. The upcoming battle is personal, so we'll do it your way. Now you can fight Shido on your terms. How are we not ranked up? It's absurd. Somebody's gonna message me. Oh, or no. Hasn't Crusoe been taking a lot of days off? I wonder if it's got something to do with his record.
Okay,
I
quiet
mentioned
down.
this before, but Kurusu-kun is back at his family's home. It's a personal matter, so don't go spreading rumors. How long can we keep this up? We need to take care of things before we get caught.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now? I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome. What did I just say?
Nah, still fine.
Senpai, you're not like a stunt double or something, right?
It's the real me.
I don't know what's happening, but I really hope this isn't a dream.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you.
Aww.
I asked Futaba to do me a favor.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so happy.
No one cares about my scheme.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No reason to stand around. I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all get caught up with each other.
So you're Yoshizawa-san, right? Well, what's up? It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san.
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We are awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
What a refined response. Are we really around the same age?
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
That's... I was wondering that too. Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader, but if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Wait, we were tailed there?
We definitely had no idea about that. It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
I've been considering for a while now. Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers like yours, Senpai. I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved. But I couldn't just stand back and do nothing.
Thank you.
Oh, it was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower, but...
I'm thankful for her offer to help, but Shido is more dangerous than any of our previous targets. It'd be wisest to avoid dragging Kasumi into this fight.
Senpai?
I appreciate the offer.
Well, you say that, but...
Honestly, We have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else so far. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us. We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further. Moreover, you have something to do yourself, right?
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return. But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you...
See you soon.
I really do believe you. It's time I get going. I've got practice today, as usual. Well, be seeing you.
Well, that was nice. I really enjoyed that scene. Man, sure must be nice not to have to go to school. It's not that great. Bullshit. Dead men cannot go to school, you know.
This would all be for nothing if they find out he's still alive.
Doesn't it suck to live like a fugitive, though? Always having to hide your face? You can barely see.
Are you alright? You really needn't cover your eyes.
Don't try too hard to hide yourself. You'll only stand out more. There's always the hardest. Try hard, but not too hard. In any case, we're ready to put the plan into action. All we need now is your signal.
Okay.
Okay, so, you'll stand out too much during the day, so we need to go at night. We're about to face our toughest target to date. Don't skip on your preparations. The plan for changing Shido's heart has begun. Try to steal your target's heart by the deadline. He's tough and knows the metaverse well. Be sure to strengthen your bonds so that you're prepared. They say that, but I'm still gonna do it as fast as possible. Hey, sorry to bring this up now. I know you have your hands full, but Star Stealers can do it. I have faith in all of you. Anyway, here's the info I have. This one is cruel. There's a group of scammers out there specifically targeting old people. Apparently they're using some sort of spiritual mumbo-jumbo to trick them into paying up. How horrible. It really is. Anyway, they keep moving around, so it's been difficult to reliably track them. Apparently the police have just stopped trying entirely. From what I've read online, the representative is a guy named Yoshihito Wakasa. Sorry, I don't have any more info than that. Good luck. Swindling old folk is pretty low. What are we doing?
I should write something.
Can I even go anywhere? Oh, I can still hang out with people? What? That didn't make sense. I'm still gonna try and do Haru's thing first because, you know, with this game, there's gonna be more to do after we, finish this. Like, we're getting close to the end of the original game, but there's 20 new hours of content, so I'll still have plenty of time to use both Futaba's, well, I don't really get to use it, but get to use Haru's new persona, so I don't feel that bad about not doing it. But here's what I'm having a dilemma about, right? If we start the palace,
okay,
let's we'll go to like the next safe room, I guess.
Everyone's here.
Damn it, Shido's behind all this shit. No way you can let a guy like him end up Prime Minister. December 18th is our deadline. I'm not gonna stream for 4 hours today. Let's make sure we're prepared to face anything in there.
Let's start our
Well,
war council.
what are we gonna do?
There's so much we don't know. Why don't we investigate it further first? It'd be great if we could do something about the shadows.
Would it be better to try and not let them find us? I believe we are adequately strong at this point. All of our training was worth it.
Okay,
I believe that's
that
it.
concludes our meeting.
All right.
All right,
In we
let's go.
Wow, Mickey Mouse portal.
Come on, let's go.
We'll first head to the central corridor first. That's where the doors to the main assembly hall were. Got it. Let's get going.
We've arrived.
Well then.
Now then, let's keep going. You know the identities of the 5 VIPs.
Yep.
A politician, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and that cleaner guy.
According to the map, there should be a restaurant up ahead.
Indeed.
That's where the politician should be, yes? Let's go check it out. No guy waiting for me this time. It's all masked dudes in here too? You might be able to gain intel from talking to them. Just don't ask any suspicious questions, okay? Oh.
Somewhere. I'll reveal your true form.
What do we got here? I see.
Surprise
Huh.
attack successful. Now just don't
Don't I already have you?
It's weak to nuclear. This enemy has been with us.
We are the better fighters. Use fire attacks to hit its weak point.
Persona!
Egadine!
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Do it!
That's right. Persona! Enough! One enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen.
How about ice?
Like a shot from the
Mine.
Nice.
Oh!
Raring to go, eh, Fox?
Let's hit it.
And now for a show.
I'll have the usual.
Of course.
What a
I pour
master!
my soul into this bowl.
Now that's what I'm talking about! I'm trying to eat here! Order up!
You sure were hungry. Persona!
I'll use my persona.
Went down.
Also,
Good work,
instead of
Queen.
giving budget to,
Just like I thought.
well, budget is in like time and management, not money, because A1 sure makes enough money. Instead of giving, enough time to do that
decisive victory.
Makoto awakening scene, which was probably the best in the game, where she like falls to the ground and it breaks open. It looked terrible, and then they made a shot of her butt look really, really good. So you can tell where A1's priorities lies. Talk, please. My, the ship is such a comfortable ride. I must say, I'm absolutely impressed. It's no wonder this stability is superb. This is Congress Cheetahman's vessel. Quite true. Well, that didn't help.
Focus. I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, a little bit early there. Bow, bow, now.
Surprise attack
Persona!
successful. Weak against nuclear attacks. I can get a hit in.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll crash him. One down. Go, Queen, go! Persona! That's one down. Go, Queen, go!
Fox taking over.
Proof or die.
You got him, Fox. One enemy hit the ground.
Join my cause.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
All right.
Nope. I missed this. That's what I was trying to do.
It's locked from the other side.
I just like
We
to
have no choice but to go around it.
keep track of what's are locked. Because you're like, why do you do that?
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, Trinity.
Ooh, a rare one.
Persona. Something
This
else.
enemy has been with us. It should be easy. Stay focused.
Nope.
Persona! Out of our way! I couldn't finish it.
I am thou. It's tenacious.
Nope. Ah, here it is.
That's one nice
Yes.
down. Let him have it, Skull.
You got it.
On to the next.
Persona!
You have something with Mirage, right? Or did I get rid of it? Oh no. This is Eggle. Never mind. 35 versus. 35. So it's the same either way. Okay.
Damn!
Agaton!
Nice! Joker took one out!
Come! Ravage them!
Nice! Joker took one out! Don't resist!
Become part of me.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
Dang right I do.
All right. Somewhere.
You know the exclusive restaurant up ahead? I wonder how you become a member. I have the wrongest idea. My connections may be able to give me a place on the ship after all. Suppose we're just ordinary citizens. Okay. Hi, so you tried the restaurant ahead? No, not quite.
Show me your true form.
Surprise attacks? This enemy's beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused.
Agadine. Nope.
I'll use my persona. Queen Ford, 2 opponents. She's amazing.
How about?
It's yours. On to the next.
I am thou.
Crocodile.
No
One enemy crushed. Keep that up.
We're our future together.
What did
No.
you say? That makes 2. Don't lose.
Victory is ours.
Just like I thought.
Okay. I can feel it.
Piece of cake.
Masquerade Max.
Oh!
What's the sign for? A members-only restaurant. Ristorante Elite. You really can't read that either? Aren't you supposed to be Little Miss English or something?
No!
Yeah, we're using, it's not English, it's Italian. So anyways, this restaurant is exclusive to members. Those without a membership card will get rejected.
What?
You gotta be a member just to eat dinner? That's such bull. If I talk to one of the guys, maybe.
I can feel it.
If I remember correctly, you have to find somebody who's like, I dropped my thing. And then you can go to the bartender and they'll be like, oh, is this your dropped thing?
I have something.
Or I might. Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. I think you can actually go in the restaurant. It's just that they'll kick you out immediately. Then you go out. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay.
It's somewhere.
Sir, if you wish to dine at our restaurant, please present your membership card now. Oh yeah, we heard about that thing earlier. What a pain. believe our staff should have explained it to you when you boarded the ship. Apologies for the inconvenience. We may check your boarding pass,
This
sir.
is...
We should retreat. Seems okay.
There
are a lot of people around here. Wouldn't somebody have to know about the membership card? Sure, but... Somewhere. Shoot, all the enemies reloaded. I don't really feel like fighting everybody again, so...
Three enemies. They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
First, you're mine.
Now!
One enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen. Two enemies left. Don't mess this up. Last one. Get him. Now, let's continue. Good work, everyone.
Okay. See it. They were nothing.
Oh, see you drop my restaurant card. My.
Hey.
Got a business card? Nope. Oh, I didn't notice there was a guy right here. Alright, I guess it's on this floor then. For real?
I can feel it.
Oh. Leave me alone. Turn around. Yes. That was actually pretty easy. Should have been that simple. Who cares? In we go. Welcome, sir. May I see your membership card? One of our targets, a powerful politician, should be in the restaurant. What's your call? Let's head in.
What?
This is... Huh. Oh my.
That must be the table.
Right. That influential politician comes here.
Why don't we have a seat at the table next to it and wait for him?
Sorry, I'm trying to. What's this song? This sounds really familiar to me.
I'll go. He may become guarded if we go in a big group.
Wouldn't it be odd with just one girl sitting there, though?
Does someone want to come with me?
Go, Skull.
That was my intention from the start. I mean, dude, it's a restaurant.
What are you, a preschooler?
I was wondering why you were so excited about this.
Is that a Persona 4 song? Dun, dun, ba, 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 ba. I feel like it doesn't go.
Why isn't anyone asking me to do this?
All right, we're going in. Everyone else stay nearby. I'll give the signal when the time is right.
Man, what should I eat?
You can't get full off of food in a palace.
He's as dumb as ever.
I can't read this.
I'll have the sautéed foie gras, a salad garnished with truffles, and roasted lamb, please.
I can't believe you can order so easily like that. Say, ain't we kinda young compared to the others here? They're all involved with Shido, yeah?
They seem to be major figures in the political and financial worlds.
On whose permission are you sitting there, brats?
Whose? I don't see any reserved signs or nothing here.
It'd be a nuisance if you'd make a racket next to my table. I wish to dine leisurely. Children like you who are simply hungry should leave.
What was that?
Skull, be quiet.
Sorry.
I apologize for our discourtesy.
If you understand, then go home.
Excuse me, but might you be Mr. Oe?
Indeed I am.
This will be an impudent request, but would you provide us a letter of introduction to Mr. Shido?
From the looks of it, you appear to be minors. Why do you need an introduction?
We wish to be granted an audience with him. His political ideology resonates so much with us. Of course, the same can be said about you, Mr. Oe.
You have quite the silver tongue for one so young. Not that I mind it. Are you a high school student?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of high schools, I've heard that some principal somewhere kicked the bucket. He supposedly tried to leak Mr. Shido's name. Had he simply obeyed, he could have remained in the upper echelons. To think he would cast all that away. An elite such as myself can't even fathom why someone would do such a thing. If you pledge your loyalty, you're given the honor of selecting those who would have mental shutdowns.
Did you ask Mr. Shido to trigger a mental shutdown in someone as well?
More or less.
Considering your caliber, I would assume that the target must have been someone quite important.
Important? No. The target himself was nothing that impressive.
Oh, you must be being modest.
You recall the subway accident early last spring? The one I had targeted was that engineer.
That was you?
It was to take out the president of some company and a diplomat who sided with current government.
I see. That was very useful, Mr. Oe. Actually, my sister is a prosecutor at the public prosecutor's office. I could pass on what you just said to her. How about it? Won't you give us a letter of introduction?
Is that a threat? Who are you two?
The letter of introduction, please.
Don't get cocky, brats. I'll never give you one.
Looks like you have one, though. Well, guess it's time to use brute force.
Guys!
Oh, it's this thing. I remember this from something for anime. You know, Arkami uses it, and you can use it in the game as well.
Persona!
I watched the show recently, that's why it's more in my
No
mind.
holds barred!
Right on. Right on.
Persona!
37.
There!
Tempest Splash!
I am thou.
Deadly Fury!
Persona!
Negative Raid!
Persona! Out of our
Flash
way!
Ball! Ah, no dizziness. Oh my god, this guy's just buffing himself up.
Time. Ravage them! Let's go.
Flip him, Persona!
Persona!
And let's heal real
Let's
quick
go.
so that we don't all die.
Much thanks.
Charge again, charge again. Oh,
Shit!
Persona! Is down!
you just killed yourself, my friend.
I am thou.
Finish it off. Let's go.
Persona!
Negative Raid!
Power courses through me.
Oh,
Can you move? You
That's
did
deal.
it!
oh, that's actually pretty cool.
We got a letter of introduction.
Please keep the truth of that subway accident a secret.
Fine.
In any case, it turns out Principal Kobayakawa was connected to Shido after all. No wonder he was so adamant about me digging up information on the Phantom Thieves.
Still, I can't believe Shido just killed him so nonchalantly.
The entire nation is underwater in his palace. He must feel nothing toward one measly educator.
In any case, even though that politician was cognitive, he turned into a monster. Up until Kanashiro's palace, cognitive beings were nothing more than weak presences.
No, that Oe fellow just now wasn't a cognition.
But he had the memories and appearance of an actual person.
He was probably a shadow fused with a cognition. It's like making the shadow wear human skin.
I've never seen anything like that before. Such power is normally impossible.
Okay, that's interesting. They didn't explain that in the original game. It was just like, oh, okay, I guess some cognitions are just like that. But no. It's because his view of the world is so weird and distorted. He literally thinks of people. He creates the shadow versions of people in his brain. That's insane.
Wasn't Shido the one who destroyed the research done by Oracle's mother on cognition?
Oh, do you think that when he did, he took the results for his own purposes?
Shido. For all we know, Shido could have some hidden trick that allows him to tamper with his own palace. We need to be especially careful from here on out.
Yes, of course. I will continue accepting them, even after I am inaugurated as Prime Minister.
As expected from you, Mr. Shido. You are truly a reliable man.
And in return, I only ask for your continued support. Standing up to the world does require money.
Of course. I'll make sure to prepare compensation as thanks for your help in cleaning up. The incident with that accident in spring was very beneficial. This is all thanks to you, sir.
If the study of cognitive science progresses, I believe it's possible to increase the target range.
I bid you good luck with that endeavor. I hope you will continue to assist us.
Hey!
Who should we target next? We still need 4 more letters. According to the map, the elevator ahead will take us to the pool deck. Verntel's correct. There should be a womanizing formal noble there. Womanizing, huh? I am so not up for this. Where is this boy? Up we go.
Focus.
There really isn't. Oh,
Is there a safe room?
Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up this stream here for now. Thank you so much for watching.
Let's
if you have
do it.
enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the subscribe to more awesome game playing until the end. As always, we're getting very close. This is we are in the end game, that's for sure. Of the original game, and then I think we have what 3-4 more months after of just new stuff. So that's gonna be interesting. Tomorrow we'll be playing more Persona 5 Royal, but then starting Monday we'll be starting the Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough. That'll be streams as well, taking the 10 p.m. slot. Those will be 3 hours as well, and then it will be alternating between Final Fantasy and Persona 5 Royal every day. So yeah, I hope you're excited for that. I'm very excited to play it. It feels so good to finally have it in my hands. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's very warm because it's on top of the PS4. But yeah, I've been meaning to get like a game shelf somewhere. Maybe in my closet or something. But just somewhere because I want to like display all the games I have, you know. But that's completely unrelated to what we're talking about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning, but today was a very eventful episode. We now know who the traitor is and what our goal is going to be by the end of this game. I'm just sorry. Let me try something. Oh, I like that a lot better. Yo, that's so much better. Yeah. Maybe even just like a little tiny bit. How do I? Nope. And maybe bring this up just a tiny bit. Alright, that's good enough for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. We're probably going to be finishing Shido's Palace. I don't know if we'll fight him, but we'll finish it for sure. Peace out, everybody.